Labor and management representatives returned to the negotiation table and presented their respective revised proposals regarding next year's minimum wage hike prior to the 10th plenary meeting of the Minimum Wage Committee at the Government Complex Sejong on Tuesday.
노사는 어제 정부세종청사에서 열린 제10차 최저임금위원회 전원회의에 앞서 내년에 적용할 최저임금 수준을 두고 최초 요구안에 대한 수정안을 각각 제시하며 협상을 재개했습니다. The first expression is to return to the negotiation table.
You can also say the negotiating table as well. You'll hear both. And anyone who's ever been involved in any kind of negotiation, a lot of times you're in a room, you're in an office, a boardroom, and there's a table there between you, usually.
Right.
So you're negotiating across the table, probably passing offers back and forth. But there doesn't necessarily have to be a table for this. If you use the situation figuratively, it can really be any place or any situation where people are formally negotiating. So I'm sure during the pandemic, a lot of negotiating probably happened online.
Yeah, exactly. But you could still say they returned to the negotiation table.
Exactly. It's when you're actively negotiating. There's dialogue and communication.
Exactly. So even if there's no literal table, figuratively, this is an expression that's used quite a lot.
There could be tables, though. A lot of the time, there are literally tables there.
That's right. A negotiation table은 협상 테이블인데요. Return to the negotiation table 그러면은 협상을 재개했다고요. And what about respective revised proposals?
So you can break down these words here. So respective means each side, right? So the labor side gave their new proposal and management side gave their new proposal. That's what it means when we say respective.
Right.
We're talking about two sides. Revised just means changed or altered.
Exactly.
So they've each gave their own new, amended, changed proposal.
proposal이 어떤 제안서라든지 여기서는 수정안이 되겠는데요. revised proposal이기 때문에 수정안. 그다음에 respective는 각각의라는 의미가 있습니다. So I could say, for example, Ray and I played basketball and we all did very well, scoring, 5 and 50 respectively. Well, that's not good. And maybe that's not a score you get in basketball. I don't know. But if I just give the scores then say respectively, then it's in the order that I said, the names.
Right. So I think you gave me 5 points and you 50 points.
Did I?
I think so.
I meant to do the opposite.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
There's no way I would score 50 points in basketball.
Can you score 50 points in basketball?
If you're really, Michael Jordan and good players, they did it before. It's not that common though.
Right.
Like,
I had no idea where I was going with that.
In the 20 to 30 point range is good for, a good player. Is average for a good player.
Okay, so then let me...
50's a lot.
I see.
And basketball...
But I'm sure you'd be really good.
At basketball?
Yeah.
I'm terrible at basketball.
Oh, are you?
Brutal.
Something you're not good at when it comes to sports. I did not know.
No, basketball, there's many reasons why.
So this is how it's used normally. When you can say someone's names, list a couple of names and then say this is the score they got and then just give a list of numbers. And then say respectively.
I'll give an example in the next story.
Oh, okay.
I have one.
Okay. So respective or respectively, it's used very often when we want to talk about the A applies to A and B applies to B.
Okay, here, I'll just do it now.
Okay.
Prices of pork, this is in Korea, and this is real news. This is for the next story. Prices of pork and beef fell in June, decreasing 7.2% and 5.1% respectively. So I said pork first, so we know pork prices fell 7%, beef prices fell 5%.
That's right. 영어에서는 이렇게 표현을 해요. 먼저 그 품목이나 이름을 쭉 나열을 하고 그 다음에 수치 같은 거를 나열을 하는데 맨 마지막에 respectively 그러면은 아까 말한 그 순서대로다. 돼지고기와 소고기 가격이 떨어졌어요. 7.2%와 5.2% respectively. 그러면 돼지고기 7, 소고기 5% 이렇게 이해하면 되겠죠.